Yo, what up, y'all? I know y'all have been waiting on this update to know what has happened with my Valorant account. So I will go ahead and say, yo, this is the worst support ever, especially as a long-time player. I played Riot games for over 10 years, going back to League of Legends. And to know that this is how you treat players, despite what they tell you, the proof that we try to provide on our end, it's just pretty crazy. But I'm gonna get into all that. So let's just go ahead and start here. So as you can see, you can't even see my response on the screen, right? Or what I typed to even create the ticket. They pretty much just erase whatever you type and just respond at this point, which is really weird to me because what's the point in erasing mine unless it's like y'all don't want any legal issues or something? I don't know. I'm just thinking, talking off the top of my head. You know what I mean? But anyway, as you can see, I put third party program at this point because I'm thinking that, okay, what is the third party program? I didn't want to say anything about being banned anymore at this point because pretty much if you say anything about your ban or suspension, they pretty much don't care what you have to say because they feel as if they're repeating themselves. They're going to make it seem as if like, oh, we don't want you to have to feel like we're repeating ourselves. But truthfully and honestly, you guys don't want to feel like you are repeating yourselves. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop right on into it. So they say, hi there, I am Beast Incarnate from Player Support reporting in. As a player myself, and they always say that, I'm pretty sure you're a player. Don't think Riot's going to hire someone that doesn't play their own games. That's just my opinion. I understand that seeing a suspension on your account is far from the best spot to be in. First of all, I went and investigated your account thoroughly to be 100% sure that the decision is right, and I would have to confirm that the suspension was correctly applied to your account for scripts, exploits, hacks, third party apps. I launched a very detailed investigation on your account. It was reviewed on all levels, involving multiple teams. We thoroughly investigated your account and carefully checked all the information. Our investigation confirmed that there aren't any traces of unusual activity or signs of access by unauthorized users. So, just to clarify that part, I think I said something in another ticket where I was like, well, maybe my account got hacked and that's what led to this because I was, again, watching other people's videos on YouTube. So I was like, maybe that happened to me. Maybe I should have them check into that. Maybe something happened behind the scenes that both sides are unaware of. But anyway, it says we're unable to share exactly what prohibited program was detected because doing so might impact the integrity of any future investigations or assist players with malicious intentions, potentially ruin the game for millions of players. I think there's a typo there. But my whole thing is, bro, with all the information that I was giving y'all, it's crazy that you would think that that's what I'm trying to do. If you look at how I play the game, I've never cheated. I've never done any of those things, and I will get into that a little bit further as my explanation. Because again, I know this is easy for me to say, but obviously y'all know I wouldn't go through all this effort just to get my account back if I knew I cheated. Like, come on, bro. I know y'all have the programs, information, and all that stuff to truly see if I was a cheater. But anyway, and as they say right here, I'm not saying that you had any malicious intentions yourself or that you definitely cheated in the game. That's an issue for me because you basically said, and I'm gonna repeat it, I'm not saying that you had any malicious intentions yourself or that you definitely cheated in the game. So just to give y'all some feedback on that, they pretty much told me that whatever I had, they alluded to the fact that it was doing something behind the scenes that may have altered the game or did something to give me an advantage in some form or fashion, which I really doubt because it's like, bro, again, y'all saw my Valorant tracker in my other videos, bro. They were just strictly average games. Now, if they were affecting other players in a way that I didn't know, then I truly apologize. But with that being said, based on what I've discussed in the research there, and I've went back and I've removed programs that I thought that may have been the problem. I removed Valorant Tracker just in case that was a problem. Like I did a full cleanse. And as I mentioned, I had two macro programs that I probably had. Well, one of those I probably had running in the background while playing Valorant. And who knows, maybe it was doing something that affected the game. But at the end of the day, as you can see with my gameplay, bro, I wasn't cheating. I wasn't doing anything crazy. And I'll go into my response in a bit. But anyway, they go on to say, all I'm saying is that there are some players with bad intentions out there, so we need to protect our investigation methods to ensure anyone can enjoy fair matches in Valorant. I know that there will be a cluster of questions in your mind about which application or software would have triggered the ban, of course, because if I did decide to play your game again, the same thing is just going to happen to the new account because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? What if it's a program that I downloaded that I have no idea is doing stuff in the background, even if you, and I have antivirus, I have all that stuff. You know what I mean? Yet it didn't capture the things that y'all captured. or detected with Vanguard. So you know what I'm saying? Like you still aren't really giving me anything to help me necessarily. But anyway, they said I would like to let you know that we don't have control as to which all third-party programs can cause an account ban for our players. However, we can follow the below general guidelines to avoid any kind of account ban due to usage of third-party applications. I will go ahead and tell you guys, bro, don't even use third-party applications at this point, even if it's Valorant Tracker. I know it's superly advertised, but again, I said it in my other video, I think, where they said it could be good one day and then the next minute it's bad. So what does that mean? You know what I mean? Like we all just gonna lose our accounts because something changed in the terms and conditions, or something changed in the third party program, that we're accustomed to using almost every day, and all of a sudden we lose everything we work for. That is insane to me. But anyway, we identify and suspend accounts for using third-party programs intended to offer a competitive advantage by affecting gameplay in any way. So even if you play other games and you're using programs for other games, if Vanguard can deem that program to give you an advantage or do something to the gameplay in any form or fashion without necessarily probably even doing anything, your account is getting banned. That's what I understand from this, and that's why I'm telling you guys to don't. If you care about your accounts at this point, don't download any third-party programs. Point blank. Period. It's better to be safe than sorry. So anyway, it says we cannot control what a third-party developer makes or changes. So a program that was once acceptable may have versions which violate terms and conditions. Some third-party developers may not have your best interest in mind. So please be aware these types of files can contain keyloggers, viruses, and malware. Third-party modifications may affect your game in unexpected ways. And I think that's what they were trying to tell me. But anyway, so if you're having technical issues, which I wasn't, please try uninstalling these programs before doing anything else. I hope this clarifies the situation. Since we've already provided you with the available information about the case, of course, if you have any questions, it'll be my pleasure to assist. Be kind and keep playing. Beast Incarnate, Riot Games, player support. Be kind and keep playing. How dare you say that to me? Once you did what you did. Well, not you specifically, but just the company. Now, mind you, I said something else, and as you can see, it's gone. They just remove it and they just move on to what they have to say or whatever. I do not truly understand this. So again, he goes into, I understand it's only natural to want to know more in this kind of situation. The truth is we can't disclose any details as to when and what kind of prohibited third-party program was detected. Mind you, I don't even care what the program was at this point. I was just trying to stress to them like, hey, look at what type of player I've been all these years. Look at how much I supported you as a company, and look at how you're treating me. Do you really think that this is a justified ban? That was the whole point I was trying to make. But anyway, it says if we were to divulge such information, they go into the same spiel. Pretty much da 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 da. I hope you can understand that I'm not trying to imply that you have any malicious intentions yourself. At my point is that there are definitely some players out there who have bad intentions, and we need to take necessary measures to protect the integrity of our investigation methods in order to maintain a fair and competitive environment in the game. I'm not questioning none of that. I wasn't questioning any of these things. So this is what makes me feel like they're not truly listening to you as a player, because you keep talking about why y'all don't do this and why y'all don't do that. And all I'm saying is, hey, based on what I'm telling you and the research that I've given you, the log files and all that type stuff, and you can see what I've done as a player, like just hear me out. And I actually copied and pasted my response, thank God, so that way I'll let you guys know exactly what I said. But anyway, he's still going to say I double checked everything on my end, but it's completely, but just to be completely sure that this is not a false flag or anything like that, I cross-checked all the available information, which I'm really wondering what that is, and I have confirmed that your suspension was placed correctly because prohibited third-party uses was detected. So again, that's not even telling me that you saw that it was used while playing the game. You're not telling me exactly how it affected the game, because for some reason you feel like that's going to hurt. Like, but how? I just don't even understand how me having that knowledge is gonna make me. Let's just say if I was a hacker or whatever, how is that? Because at the end of the day, if you design something for something and it's doing what it's doing, you're not. You know what I mean? Like it's not making sense to me. It's not making sense to me. But anyway, we at Player Support do not have the practice to modify any penalties that were placed correctly. That's the key word he's trying to say here. Since we've already given you the available information, pretty much they're going to close the ticket, this, that, and the other, blah, 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 blah. So I say something again. So mind you, I'm going to go into what I said real quick before I get into their last statement. So I said, I don't want to know anything about the program in question at this point. All I want is my account unbanned. With everything I have explained, please let me play on my account as I had no idea these things were taking place behind the scenes, whatever they were. That's what I'm assuming, that something was going on behind the scenes based on the program I had, but in no form or fashion was it used in Valorant. So again, I say, again, I just want my account unbanned. Something was detected, and I understand that. I don't know the time span of how long exactly this was going on. All I ask is for one more chance to get my account back and play as fair as possible to my knowledge, and hope this never happens again. I am a I am a player of competitive integrity, and I am sorry that this caused any trouble. Hold on. I said I am sorry if this caused any trouble to the turn out of any of the games that I played. Meaning, if something was running and it gave, like, let's just say if it was disconnecting players and I didn't know, throwing my players, the other people on the other team, their aim off or something, just whatever it could have been doing, because again, it wasn't to my knowledge. I didn't know that that was happening. All I know is that I said every mouse movement, button press, and shot taken was from my own doing. Again, please show some leniency and unban me with at least one more chance. So they go on to say this. It says, per your concern, I went ahead and double, triple check your account thoroughly, including all details, and still our investigation concluded that the suspension here is correctly applied and cannot be removed. Additionally, I do also have to confirm that we do not manually remove suspensions when they are justly placed. We are always here to help out, and we have no such intentions to keep you away from the game without any valid reasons, nor to blame you for something you haven't done. We always reach to conclusion with deep and proper investigation, and we genuinely wish every time while investigating the cases that our player doesn't find guilty of what he is facing. However, with heavy heart/joy, we need to respond in accordance to our investigation, since the TOS and code of conduct must be kept at priority too. I am also a gamer and I love this game too, and I can surely understand your feelings and the weightage of the emotions you are filled with currently. If there would have been any kind of outside presence on your account, going back to why I think somebody hacked it or something, I would have reverted this suspension here and would have been more than happy to have done that for you. I don't want you to feel targeted or dismissed here, which I do. I definitely feel dismissed. It's nothing against you personally, so I hope you won't take this as such. Since we've already given you all the available information on the topic, pretty much, again, going back into closing the ticket. So at this point, because they're pretty much closing every ticket that I made, they're obviously removing my responses. There's really nothing else I can do. I don't know what it is that they saw, what it is that they found. To be honest, based on the time frame that I even downloaded the program that I believe it was, which was a macro program, again, as y'all saw, bro, I played Valorant games, and again, going back to my old video, I played like maybe 1 or 2 games a day. You know what I'm saying? And then got off and went on and did whatever I'm doing with my life. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like and I doubt and I know for a fact I didn't even have that program running every day. You know what I mean? Because that's not a program, even with the game that I was using that program for, that's not a game, that's not, you don't use that program every day for that game, long story short. Like, I probably only used that program twice. But maybe because it was running in the background, maybe that's why something happened. Now, where there was this other thing that I was using called Sandbox, where it's like a Windows emulator where you can like have two windows running at the same time, pretty much. I was using something like that. So that's one of the only other things that I can think of that maybe could have caused something. But honestly, it's just the fact when you're not a cheater, you're not a hacker, you're not a glitcher, you're not any of those things, and your account still gets banned. It's pretty insane to me. And the fact that they don't even want to give you a second chance, you know what I mean? Like, I can understand them taking things as seriously as they can, but to also know, like, man, you have a player that's been around for over 10 years, from League of Legends to Valorant, and has invested so much in their account that they still decide to go ahead and treat you like this is insane. Again, I'm all for making sure that the people that are actually trying to harm the game do not persist in your game. But it's like, if you give me a second chance and the same thing were to occur, I'm not even asking you for any information about necessarily what it is you found. At first I was sure. But at this point, now that I feel like I've removed everything that could have been an issue, if I'm playing on my account again, do you think I went through all this just to get my account banned again? Do you really think that? You know what I mean? Do you really truly think that? That's why I say it doesn't add up as to why they do this. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all ain't thinking that I'm gonna go ahead and just buy all these skins over again, because you're stupid. You're really stupid if you think that. And those of you that are doing that, boy, you must really love the game, because I'm not, at this point for me, it's goodbye Valorant. You know what I mean? It was fun. It's sad to know that this is what it has come to, but it's like, bro, I can't. Nah, I'm just not going to support I'm just not going to support this, because if after all these years, if this is what I've been supporting, then I'm truly sorry to all the players that have been through a similar situation, because this is crazy to me. But that's y'all update. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, who knows? Maybe something will change. Maybe they'll unban some accounts, because sometimes some gaming companies will do that when they change like some rules here and there. So who knows what'll happen? But at this point in time, bro, I can't support y'all as a company. This is I understand now when people talk about their tenure and how long they've been with this company, over 30, 40 something years, da 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 da. I get why you say it now. I truly get why you say it now, because you feel as if like, man, I've supported you so much, bought things just to support you. Cause there's a lot of skins that I bought that I'm not gonna say I didn't necessarily want, but because of the hype and I wanted you guys to get better and feel as if like we cared as a community about what you were making. A lot of things I did bought because I found it somewhat cool. You know what I mean? Like when I tell you guys I bought a lot of things on Valorant, like I probably spent over 1,000 plus something dollars. It's crazy to say now, but I was truly that person. But I'm not gonna go into all of that. Like I said, here y'all go. This is the final update. Unless, like I said, something changes and they reach out to me for any other reason. But yeah, man. At this point, it's goodbye Valorant until I get my account back. And again, for those of you that are going through a similar situation, just do what you can until pretty much they treat you like they treated me, where your responses don't even work anymore because they just removed them. But anyway, hopefully this helps somebody out and this gives you more clarity on what to expect when you run into this situation. Hopefully not, but until then, I'll see y'all in another video. Peace.